So without further ado, it's time for the speeches. I'll first be inviting Zoe Whyte, who's a year 13 at St. Kitts, to take it away.
Yeah. Actually, year 12, but thank you.
Oh, year 12? Sorry.
Yeah, no worries at all. All right, just checking you all can hear me. Hi. Alrighty, let's get the show on the road. So, our Earth, our whenua, it is in sick and in trouble, not just from the physical threats, Taliban takeovers and civil wars, but the problems we have created too. Diet culture, gender inequality, and a lack of LGBTQ equality and understanding. Diet culture, the set of moles that prizes appearance, thinness, shape, and all of that jazz over how we really feel. This idea of prioritizing how it seems on the outside rather than what is happening on the inside. For females to achieve that feminine petite look, or males to achieve that bulky masculine look. We can never win. No healthy words are fed from it, and instead it purely shoves ideas down off the roads that fuels body shaming behavior, fosters disordered eating, and unhealthy relationships with one of life's most important things, food. But it is killing us. It is a drug, and it's scary to think that here in small but mighty New Zealand, it is estimated that 103,000 Kiwis struggle with eating disorders. And to think that I am a part of that statistic is far from alone is a very daunting thing. But Swan is right. If we just leave the world in an environment where being skinny is the only option, our whānau will be gone. It is up to us to put an end to this idea of diet culture and how being skinny, lean, beach body ready will give us confidence and make us happy. No, because if I have learned anything from the negative effects that diet culture has had on me, it would be that happiness comes from accepting yourself and loving yourself and not living up to someone else's standard. From our very own National Council of Women New Zealand survey that was carried out in 2017 and 19, a large majority of New Zealanders believe that we have reached gender equality, 80% of us in fact. But how is this the case when we're still refined to traditional normalities, including how our body should look? I'm realizing more and more every day that the real threat isn't COVID, it is us and our idea of how we should all be constructed. Just because you're labeled one way on your birth certificate doesn't mean your gender identity or expression will necessarily match. You know, sex is something you're assigned with at birth, and gender is more so a social construct. If we can't express ourselves through any forms of life, then what is our purpose? In our minds, it's still just she, her, hers, and he, him, his. We're still just getting around acknowledging those that are staying true to themselves and that are neither of these genders. And we're finally learning to acknowledge pronouns like they, them, and ze, ze, ziz. All of these identities are some that are still foreign to us, and some that many of us still don't know the difference between. But this is the 21st century, and we still have a lack of understanding for this community and diet culture and gender inequality. LGBTQ, that is an acronym for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer. Sometimes also the Q at the end of LGBT is for someone questioning their identity. But it is the 21st century and we still don't have equal rights among any of those things. These shouldn't have to be earned to live the life the way you want to live and to achieve milestones just because you're different to the person sitting next to you. We all come in different shapes and sizes, so it is about time that we accept that and put an end to anything else. And like what was said before about if we don't say anything, the status quo won't change. Robert Swan once said the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else will save it. So here is what we can do. 1, don't engage in diet talk, challenge it. Cut the chit chat and use your unlimited get out of free jail line. Do you mind if we talk about something else? I just don't like diet talk. 2, I've had to learn the hard way, but accepting that weighing less and being skinnier is not the key to happiness. It won't stamp out the virus. Understand and help others to understand that having a thin body and being healthy are polar opposites. The truth could be a heartbreaker for many. 3, practice and use gender inclusive language. When you all leave here today, acknowledge people by their pronouns and respect them. If you are unsure, simply just ask. 4, promote inclusion and avoid confusion. When talking to people who are new to these issues or not yet so supportive, keep descriptions simple. For example, gay couples or gay and transgender people. Gradually expand their awareness and understanding. And just as important, be purposely inclusive as you share diverse stories and voices. So now that it is up to us, what will you do?
Kia ora, Zoe. I know it can be quite nerve-wracking to go first, but well done.
Thank you.
Loved your constructive speech and loved how empowered and passionate it was.